For centuries, scientific progress has run up against a hard physical limit. We have to test things in the real world. A researcher has to physically mix chemicals, observe the reaction, and manually record the result. This physical process of trial and error is incredibly slow. In traditional drug discovery, bringing a single successful medicine from the lab bench to the pharmacy shelf can easily take up to 10 exhausting years. That timeline is now collapsing thanks to narrow AI. We aren't talking about conscious, human-like machines here. Narrow AI refers to specialized digital systems built to execute one specific task with extreme precision. The scale is massive. Today, over 2.7 million public AI models are running. Powered by big data, processing millions of historical records, these models recognize deep patterns. They simulate chemical reactions mathematically, accurately predicting outcomes before anyone touches a beaker. Simulation has moved to the front of the workflow. Physical experiments are becoming a final validation step rather than the primary tool for discovery. The chemistry lab is ground zero for this shift toward simulation. Researchers now use virtual labs to simulate complex organic chemistry entirely in digital space. Software runs millions of potential molecular combinations in seconds, highlighting the most promising candidates to test in the real world. The results are immediate. Pharmaceutical companies in India are currently using these models to slash the drug discovery process from 10 years down to a mere 2. This predictive precision extends directly to the patient. In the operating room, AI is removing the physical limitations of the human hand. Hospitals in Mumbai use AI-assisted Da Vinci robotic arms for highly complex surgeries. The system translates the surgeon's movements into sub-millimeter actions, eliminating natural hand tremors entirely. Diagnostics are also accelerating. The Indian startup Mumbai Health developed an AI system that analyzes thermal heat maps to detect breast cancer at its earliest stages, long before a standard physical exam would catch it. To distribute this capability, automated health ATMs are being deployed. These kiosks provide instant AI-guided health checkups to remote rural populations that lack access to large hospitals. Medicine is closing the gap between illness and observation. Doctors can now strike at a disease before it takes hold. That same predictive logic applies to the macro level. Historically, agriculture relied on blanket farming, watering and treating entire fields based on broad seasonal guesswork. Now we have precision farming. Farmers place networked IoT soil sensors across their land to calculate the exact water requirements for individual crop zones, down to the drop. Overhead, AI-guided drones scan the fields for discoloration. They identify specifically which plants are suffering from pests or fungus and target their spray exactly on those affected crops, massively cutting down on chemical waste. This chart illustrates another critical tool for farmers: real-time agricultural price prediction. Advanced algorithms crunch market data and weather patterns to advise farmers on the exact week to sell their harvest for maximum profit. And the data translates directly to profit. By following AI-driven agricultural advice, chili farmers in Telangana have increased their total crop yields by 20%. Agriculture has transitioned from an unpredictable battle against the weather into a data-driven supply chain. This technology can even parse the unstructured chaos of the deep wilderness, environments far too massive for human rangers to monitor on foot. Take India's Project Tiger. Conservationists use an application called M-Stripes, which relies on AI computer vision, to identify individual animals by analyzing the unique stripe patterns captured on remote trail cameras. The network also listens. Acoustic monitoring sensors hidden in the canopy run audio models that instantly distinguish the sound of a chainsaw or a gunshot from natural forest noise, pinpointing illegal poaching activity in real time. By processing sight and sound continuously, these models act as a persistent security layer, identifying threats across thousands of acres that physical patrols could never cover alone. The core principle here is pattern recognition. If AI can learn the visual signature of a specific tiger, it can be trained to recognize the vibration signature of a healthy bridge or a high-speed railway track. Indian Railways employs AI-based diagnostic systems that process data from thousands of moving trains. By learning what normal mechanical movement sounds and feels like, the software can flag unusual wear well before a part actually breaks. We see this same predictive maintenance in smart cities. This dashboard shows data from IoT sensors embedded in heavy machinery and bridges, flagging microcracks before they lead to a structural failure. Across medicine, agriculture, and infrastructure, AI is moving human society away from a reactive posture and toward an optimized, predictive state. Recognizing this shift, national education systems are already adapting. In India, the CBSE has integrated artificial intelligence directly into the curriculum starting in the 9th grade. Tomorrow's scientists won't have to wait a decade to see if a chemical reaction works. Free from the friction of manual trial and error, they will be able to focus entirely on innovation.